What's going on, guys? Nuckenfoob here, and this time I'm going to be bringing you guys some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay, because I say the word 3 like the word free, as in free food for everybody, but I'm just joking. This is Justin. Did my Nuckenfoob impression because he thinks it's funny, so I thought I'd give him a quick laugh for the day. But I am going to be making a video in response to Nuckenfoob's video, so I will leave a link to his previous response in the top left corner. I'm kind of having a hard time right now talking because I'm using headphones, and usually the volume isn't so loud so I can hear my own voice. But right now, I'm hearing every sound effect right now, so I'm still going to try to keep doing this commentary, so bear with me on that. In this video, I'm using the P90 with the Specialist Kill Streak Strike Package setup. I mean, really, I can't talk right now. I have no idea what's going on in this video. I just saw it for the first time in a long time, and then I was like, wow, I'm actually kind of killing these guys pretty fast. But I think I'm using the P90 with 2 attachments, silencer and rapid fire. It's pretty badass, so you should really try that. But the reason why I haven't used this video for a really long time is because, ooh, Captain America bonus right there. But the reason why I haven't used this in a while is because my account, I guess, got hacked. I think I told you guys about that on a previous video. And so this video has been sitting on my hard drive for a while, so it's kind of early in the prestige that I had, but it's a pretty good setup that I have right here. I'm surprised I didn't get the Moab, and I did get a Moab, and I will put that video up, but I'll explain why I probably will never get another Moab, and that's kind of a whole different video. But we do have to get to Nuckenfoob's response. You guys know that I partnered with him on his video series that we have. That's the most exciting series you will ever be a part of. So I do encourage you guys to go watch his video and to comment on both of these videos. And check out his channel, especially his FIFA channel. I'm horrible at FIFA. I have no idea how these guys are so good at FIFA. It's beyond me. But his topic was movies that made you cry. Now, I don't usually cry. Actually, I haven't cried at a movie, I don't think, ever. Okay, now I'll tell you, not because I'm a tough guy or I'm insensitive, but I will explain to you why I've never cried at a movie. But I think there is one movie that I came really, really close to crying at, and I'll talk about that in a second. So the movie in question that I think I cried at, or at least pretended to cry at, was Armageddon, with the Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck, and I think Owen Wilson's in there, and I don't know who else is in there, but there's a lot of famous people in there. Liv Tyler's in there. That is Steven Tyler's daughter, for those that don't know. But I think I cried at the end. Now, I'm going to put a spoiler. I'm about to do a spoiler, so spoiler alert for you guys that have not seen Armageddon, which I don't know how you could not have seen Armageddon because everybody in the world has seen that movie before. But at the end, Bruce Willis, he doesn't make it, okay? So he kills himself, right? Because I guess, like every movie, they need to do something, and of course somebody's going to die, and they draw straws. But Ben Affleck, actually, he is the person that has to go down there, you know, go down to the asteroid and blow it up, but it's going to kill him. Or he has to detonate the nuke or something weird like that anyway. So Ben Affleck was chosen, right? Obviously he's a young guy and Bruce Willis is the old guy. But Ben Affleck was chosen. And I think the reason why, I don't know if the reason why I cried was because Bruce Willis was going to die or because I knew Ben Affleck was going to make a shitty Daredevil. I think when I realized that he was going to be in Daredevil and that was going to be a horrible movie because Daredevil, you know, Matt Murdock deserves a better rendition of Daredevil. And I hope they do a reboot of Daredevil because he's such a great character in the Marvel Universe. But I think that was the reason that I cried because I knew Ben Affleck is going to just mess everything up like he always has. Like, I can't even think of any other movies. I guess Geely, but I never saw Geely. But I knew he was going to mess up Daredevil. And I think I could see that in the future that he was going to mess that movie up, and I just started crying my eyes out because Matt Murdock, I think that's his name. Is that his name? Matt Murdock? Yeah, Matt Murdock is the name for Daredevil. But anyways, but there is something I do cry at a lot, and you guys are going to think I'm really corny about this, but I'll explain that here. Okay, so for those that live in America, there is a show called Extreme Home Makeover. Now, basically what that is that they have people write in saying, you know, how bad their house is and how much repair they need. And then I think his name is Ty Pendleton. I was gonna say Tyrone Willingham, the coach, the ex-coach for Notre Dame and the University of Washington, but I think it's Ty Pendleton. And he goes and he fixes up the house with his team of, you know, carpenters and designers and all this stuff. And they fix up these houses for poor people that really, really deserve it. And that's pretty much, you get to see their reaction. Now, one of the problems with this, though, and this happened on Oprah too, is that I don't watch Oprah, but this is what happened on Oprah. Okay, when you give people, I guess, gifts or renovate their house, poor people in turn can't pay the taxes on it, I guess. So that was one of the things that was kind of it wasn't a good, it was a negative consequence of their action. But I think people have found a way to get around that. But I don't really know the logistics of that, so I'm not going to talk about that too much. But I am beating this team's ass. I just realized that when I started watching this video. Anyways, I'm going to talk about Extreme Home Makeover. So the reason why I cry, and actually I don't just like cry like, oh yeah, that's pretty amazing. I cry like I was so happy that I won the lottery. Like, I feel like I've won the lottery when those people see their house. Now, a few of the stipulations, though, is that I have to watch the whole episode. Okay, if I just watch the end and I don't have a history or a backstory of the guys, I don't really care. I'm just like, oh, cool, they got a nice house, right? But if I see the entire episode, and it's always when people like adopt, especially kids with special needs, that makes me cry. Like, don't come over right now because I'm crying so much. That's how much I cry. Okay. The reason why, I've talked about this with my girlfriend and my buddies, and they're like, how do you cry at a show like that? And here's the reason why I cry at this show, okay? Now, a lot of us, I would say, that are watching this video, or in general, are normal people, okay? So, a lot of us probably haven't won the lottery. A lot of us probably live, paycheck to paycheck, and we've all had things in our lives where we're like, man, this really sucks, and we've all had that feeling where we've been forgotten or beaten down. So I think this is why I cry so much at this show, because we can relate to them. Like, obviously, if you watch MTV Cribs, I can't relate to that person, or Keeping Up with the Kardashians or anything like that. They're super rich and will never have to work in their life ever again, and we'll never know what it's like to feel poor. See, that's kind of one of those things. It's like, even if you're relatively poor, like I'm not well off, I would never know what it's truly like to be poor, no matter what I do. Even if I lost all my money, I still wouldn't know what it's like to feel poor. And for some of you guys out there that may have gone through this, you know what it feels like. Like, you know what it feels like when you have this weight on your shoulders. And so to see the faces of people that have felt like, shortcomings and ills that you and I can never imagine, watching those people like light up when they see true, genuine joy. It's not like an actor is like pretending to be happy, or a reality show where somebody's fake crying. It's not an actor pretending to be something. It's a genuine joy. So when you see that, if you've had a kind of a rough life and you see genuine joy in somebody that's had a rough life, you can relate more to them. Now, don't get me wrong, I haven't had a super rough life, okay? But my dad has, and I know what it's like to be poor and all that stuff. But I'm not even close to being like as bad as they are. So when I see people like that with genuine joy, especially kids, kids are the worst, because not the worst, they're the best. When kids are happy and they don't know why, that's how you know when it's real. So when I see that, I get extreme. So I can't really watch that show anymore. So, but it's a good show. If you've never watched it, you guys should go check it out. It makes me cry, I would say 90% of the time. So I'm going to go into my topic for Nuckenfoob because I'm running out of video, but I can go on for another video all about Extreme Home Makeover. But leave a comment in the comment section if you guys have any movies that you cry at, or know what I'm talking about when you watch a show like that, or can relate to a show like that. So I got to go into my topic for Nuckenfoob, and it is going to be, alright, so this is kind of a morbid question. It's not supposed to be taken, seriously. It's just supposed to make you think a little bit, I think, oh, guy just dashboard, I can see it right there. Okay, so if you would like to know, if you could know the date of your death, would you want to know that, and why? Now, obviously, the two choices you have are yes or no. If you say no, that's kind of like what we do right now. We live our everyday lives. We don't know when we're going to pass away. Well, most of us do. I mean, if you have a terminal illness, you kind of have an idea. But let's say that you had the option of knowing whether you were going to die, the date you were going to die. Now, the benefits of knowing, I guess, yes, if you said yes, would be, if you knew exactly when you were going to die, you could kind of plan accordingly. Like, if you weren't going to die for another 70 years, or 60 years, or 50 years, or anything like that, then clearly you can just live your life normally, right? You might do stupid things in general, kind of until the day that you die. But if you knew you were going to die, like in, say, 5 years, you may be able to get a lot of the things out of the way, like, kind of getting your life in order before that. Now, for me, I wouldn't want to know. That's kind of too much information for me to handle. I think I would live differently I don't know if it'd be in a good way, but for me, I've always answered this question is no. Let me know what you guys think. 40 kills, 11 deaths, and my team clearly was not very good. So, my answer is no. But the reason why is because I wouldn't want to change the way that I live. You know, I think if you change the way that you're going to live because you know you're going to die, you probably should be living your life that way in general. Because, you know, if you're a spiteful person or a hateful person and you change because you know you're going to die, you might need to rethink the way that you do things. So other than that, sorry for the morbid topic. It's supposed to be light and fun, so let's try to keep it that way. But other than that, go check out Nuckenfoob's video. And I've been Justin Case 04. I will catch you guys later. See ya.